Hi everybody, welcome again to my channel, video, vlogs, whatever we call it nowadays. I'm here again doing another video. I said I was gonna try to record videos as I go through this journey, if you want to call it. Let me go back and introduce myself. My name is Sherry Laverde. If you haven't seen any of the videos, that's my name. Here I am drinking coffee. So as you go through these videos with me in this journey, you're gonna see that I drink a lot of coffee. It's my thing. I love it. So I must have, before I do this video, homemade macchiatos. I do them myself. I might do a video where I'm actually making it and then just share it with you guys. Also too, before I start and jump into what I wanted to talk today, if you see my nails, I finally did them. In one of my videos I was like, I have to try this new thing, and I don't know if you can see, but look how pretty that is. That color. I did it home, and I actually snapped a quick video so you guys can see, like, can you believe I did this at home? It's this new thing. I'm sorry, I was moving this. It's this new thing I'm trying for my nails. How about let's start getting to know each other, right? Before I jump into what I wanted to talk about today. But if you know me, especially my family members, they know I love nails and I love acrylics. I really do. That's like my thing. I love going to the nail salon. That's my me time. And you know, with everything that's been happening with COVID, I haven't had that me time in terms of like going to the nail salon, getting my toes and doing all that cool stuff. And I love long nails. I have not been able to do that, and I don't like it, but we work with what we have. So recently I came across through a friend on Facebook about these nail things. It's literally like a nail polish, but you just stick it on and they stay. And I hope, you know, it's been a few days, but I hope they stay for long. So I'm excited to have them on. But anyways, that's aside from the point. As always, I get off tangent. But the reason I wanted to record this video, or let me backtrack. I started recording videos because I feel like when COVID hit my house and a lot of things were going on, I just really didn't know how to handle the situation. I think I just kind of lost a little bit of control. I don't know. I just felt like too many things were going on. I was trying to figure out how COVID was gonna affect my children, myself. And again, if you're new and this is the first video that you watch, go to the first video. That's where I talk about how my husband got COVID and all that. And now that I'm, let's say, recovering, and I want to call it recovering, you know, now I'm in the process of this recovery from COVID. You know, my husband is physically recovering from COVID, and we'll touch on that in a little bit later. And I am literally just mentally recovering from COVID because, again, that affected our home, the dynamics of the house. That affected my husband tremendously physically, but it also affected me mentally. And I want to say the second video, I talk about how exhausted I was feeling from it, and trying to find ways to just try to be myself, but I really wasn't. So now that I'm moved past the hardest part of COVID, now we're on the road of what I call recovery. I'm in the road of recovery from it. So what does that mean? And what am I doing about it? What I'm doing about it for me, that has been working for me, is I decided that I was going to record videos where I'm able to talk about what I was going through and share it with others, because I know that there's a lot of people out there that may be going through the same thing. And they're just, you know, and everybody in the whole world is connecting right now. We're connecting through this COVID pandemic because we're like, what is happening? What are we going through? And everybody's going through different things. Now, people, the way that they react to it is differently, and they handle it differently. I'm usually a person that I consider myself to be very, very strong. And it's like, I got this. Nobody has to tell me what to do. I don't need support from anybody. But when COVID hit my house, I just felt completely lost. And I shared a quick video on one of my social media platforms. It's like a 1-minute video where I'm literally, you know, talking about it, and I just break down in camera because I was just feeling so consumed inside and like heartbroken. And at that moment, you know, I was skeptical about sharing the video, and I still went ahead and did it. And I'm so glad I did, because the response that I got from my friends on that platform was tremendously, I'm trying to look for a word, but I just felt overwhelmed with all the support. I was like, wow, my friends are there and they're worried, and they're there for me, and they're telling me everything is going to be fine, and they're, praying for my family. And for me, that was just very comforting to know that the support in that way was there. And going back to the social media part of it, I took time off the platform because I just couldn't see myself, going back and doing videos like I was. I just didn't know what to do them about. Like, I'm still just trying to figure things out. And I will go back and obviously say thank you to all my friends. I have individually said thank them, for their prayers and all that stuff. But I want to go back and, not just leave it at that. I don't want to be like, well, Sherry was here, she went through this, and now she disappeared. That's not who I am. But what I've been finding is lately that I've taken this time off social media, if you want to say, is that I've been just thinking a lot about, what I'm going to do for myself to move past everything that happened and be at a mental state where I can be myself again. Because let me tell you, again, this took a toll on us in my family, and I have felt like I've been a different person. Like, I've lost it completely. And, going back to the emotions I have talked about in other videos, I don't know what happened to the lighting. Talking about the emotions that I've been through, I was sad, I was angry, I was frustrated, I didn't know what was gonna happen with this whole thing. I was scared. I had this fear that my children were gonna get it, and I didn't know what to do. We changed the dynamics to my house. So, I just wasn't being myself. So again, now that I'm in the road of recovery, what I called, I've been thinking a lot, what has made me feel better. And I know that one of the things I did again when I shared that video on social media was that I was able to talk about something that was in my heart, and I was able to tell it to the world or to my friends, and their response was amazing. And I felt, somewhat better for them to have been there for me. So I figured, I maybe talking about these things, it's a good thing. There's no reason to hide away and be shy about what's going on in your life. I've said it in another video that if your family and friends are there for you in the good times, they will be there for you in the bad times, and they will be there to support you. I keep looking at my hair, guys, because I really didn't do my hair today. I mean, it's air drying right now, so it's gonna look crazy. But moving on. So if they're going to be there, also in the bad times to support you, I thought, why not, do videos where I talk about what has been going on and the things that have affected me, and also what I'm doing about it to make it better, and, continue to have that continuous support, people understanding where I'm coming from, and maybe why I've shied away, or maybe why I'm not as, involved in social media right now, or why I took a time off, and it's okay to take time offs. Because if I'm gonna be in front of cameras and I'm gonna talk to people, I want to be able to give my best. I don't always want to look sad and feel like, like it like I'm having a bad time. So I've been thinking a lot, and I'm like, I'm gonna record these videos like I'm doing right now. And if you see and you're gonna start following me, I will probably not do much editing. And let me tell you why. Because if I'm gonna get in camera and talk about my feelings, it's gonna be my true feelings and what's coming out in my mind. So whatever my thoughts are right now, that's what I'm gonna say to you. If I start editing, then I'm creating this thing where I'm just like, this is all I want them to know. No. If I get off tangent and I talk about my hair, it's gonna be on the video. But the most importantly is the lesson or whatever that I'm trying to share with you guys. I want to build a platform where I'm able to connect with other moms, where other people that are going through things, and that are either handling it in certain ways where they can share, like we want to share with each other what we have been doing to move past our struggles, or where I'm maybe able to again connect with you, and if you have a question, I will be able to answer as much as I can. But again, I'm here to share my story. And, I'm in this journey. I call it journey, right? Where I want to move past the horrible experience, the turbulence, I don't know what we want to call it, that I went through when COVID hit my house. I think COVID has affected a lot of people in many ways since the beginning. And the thing is that, like, we're already, this video, hopefully, it will come out in July. We're already in July, and we're still being affected by it. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But, in order for us to get through this, we have to find ways on how to cope with it and see what we're learning from it. So my husband, who was physically affected by it, it's now in the recovery phase, I call it, of physically being 100% recovered. And although he's feeling much better, he's not contagious anymore. He can actually be a little bit more around us. He still wears a mask just for precautions. I heard him the other day say, I'm tired. Was it 4th of July or something like that, where we were hanging out? It was literally like 8 or something. Excuse me. And he said, I feel tired. Like, can we just go back inside? Like, I'm tired. And I'm thinking, like, what is he tired of? Like, you're kidding me? Like, we were just outside for a little bit. Like, where this is coming from? But then I took a moment to think, oh, shoot. He's talking about, like, he's physically tired. And let me tell you, if you were having COVID and you went through everything that, he went through, and it takes a toll on your body. Not only that, he was trying to rest and recover in a room in his bed for more than 2 weeks. So going back to just from resting, I need to rest, to now it's like, oh, it's 4th of July. Let's be outside with the kids a little bit. Let's put some fireworks up. Just being and standing around, from the barbecuing to doing the fireworks, he just physically felt tired. Like, he's tired. Like, he wants to rest his body. He wants to sleep. And at that moment when he said that comment, I didn't get it right away. But now that I'm reflecting on it, now that I'm actually talking to you guys in this video about it, like, that's really what it is. His body went through a lot. And now he's trying to recover. And he's not 100, I want to say, oh, he's 100%. He's not 100%. He needs his time to still rest, be in bed, and recover. So I will try to be, as a wife, more conscious about that, and, not expect too much from him, obviously, which I wasn't. But, when he, maybe being more conscious that when he says those comments, I am more understanding and saying, like, yes, baby, I understand. You're tired. Go upstairs and rest. Take a rest. Go to sleep. So that's what I'm going to do, right? Now, in terms of the mental recovery, and why we call it mental recovery, because mentally, guys, I have felt so exhausted. Again, I'm so tired. I go to sleep and I still feel like I wake up and I haven't rested. Like, I'm just tired. And I don't know if at nighttime I'm just thinking what I'm going to do the next day, what's going to happen, the kids, this, do I have everything ready? Whatever it's going on in my mind. Aside from that, I felt, when COVID hit, I had lost it completely. Like, physically and mentally, I was like completely lost. I was sad all the time. I was angry. I was crying myself to sleep. So maybe that's tiring my mind too. And, right now I want to go work hard and go back to the mental state that I was before COVID hit my house. I want to be able to feel happy again and this joy in my body. And I want to be able to connect again in my other social media with the people and do funny videos and like I was doing before. And I have not been able to bring myself around that yet because I'm not fully there. I'm not fully 100% mentally recovered to put my best forward and show you guys my best face. And again, I love being happy. I love sharing that positive side of me. I love just encouraging other people. And I, again, want to work really hard to get at that point where I am feeling mentally and physically capable of doing that, so that I can translate that, to others. So I've committed myself moving forward that if talking about it in camera, everything that I've been feeling, things that I've been going through, how my family has been handling everything, if that makes me feel better, which it does, guys. When I finish these videos and I stop recording, I feel like this sense of relief in my heart. It feels amazing. And I like that feeling. So the videos that I've done before, it's not many, it's 2 or 3. I'm like, wow, every time I do a video and I talk about, what I'm going through, and the messages that I want to bring across other people, I feel so much better. And I'm so excited. I'm like, I can't wait for the next time I get to have this downtime and sit and talk in front of the camera and let you guys know what's going on. And I like that feeling. I like feeling good. So if that's what's going to take for my mental recovery, to be able to go on camera and talk about my feelings and share with you guys, then I want to do that. If I want to take time off, if it makes me good making a coffee every morning and getting better at making macchiatos, I'm going to do that. If I want to drink a little bit of coffee before I shoot this video, I want to be able to do that because it makes me feel better. If I want to go for a quick walk and tell my husband, like, hey, you know what, the kids are sleeping, want to rest, watch them, while I maybe go for a walk and just get some fresh air and do that. I've been reading a lot too. And the reading has to do with something else that I have in mind and a business that I'm working on. And that's going to be another video for a later time. But, when I read the book, it's so inspirational and motivational for me that I'm just like, oh my God, let me tell you guys, I'm not a person that loves to read. I don't even know how I went through school and got my bachelor's and master's, and without, with being a person that didn't like to research and read, and I did all that. Somehow I did it. But I don't think I've really enjoyed reading the stuff until recently, because I have picked a book that has to do with the business that I'm doing, right? Or that I'm trying to build on the side. And maybe I make that connection of a person that went through things and talks about their life's experiences and how that connects to his business right now. And I feel this connection, and I love, having to take out that time and read that book. So again, this message, I keep looking up because of the camera, and I said, when I'm gonna do these messages, I better do in 20 minutes or less, or else I'm gonna lose a bunch of people. Because they're gonna think it's too long. But anyways, if you're gonna put a message out there, I don't think the timing has anything to do, it shouldn't be too long or too short. I think it should be just enough. So, if it takes a few minutes, over 20 minutes, I'm okay with that. Moving forward, so if I'm gonna do things for myself to make me feel better, then, start putting that in practice. Like the saying says, I lost my train of thought on the saying. Practice what you preach. There you go. Practice what you preach. So I'm always about, when I talk to my families or friends that are going through things, I'm always giving them advice and telling them what to do. So if I'm going to sit there and give them advice on what to do, you best believe I better be doing it myself too. So I decided to make a list of the things that I feel like will make me feel better and help me go through this mental recovery, I call. And again, that's going to be, taking my time off in the mornings to do my coffee the way that I want to do it, and enjoying it and sipping it. And, if I get time to sit in front of the camera, which obviously I won't be able to do every day. I have children and other responsibilities, but set those days in the week that I want to sit down and talk in front of the camera and share these thoughts that I have in my mind. I'm gonna do that. Also read on my book, go on my walks, take time off to go on walks with my children. So I'm gonna be putting all that in place and in practice, because I want to speed through this recovery. I am on the road to, let's move past everything that happened and everything you went through. That's in the past. We were able to move past the hurdle, the hardest part of it. And if my husband is recovering and physically getting better, I should be able to mentally recover and get better as well with him. So it's a journey that we're going to go through together. So guys, here I am at the end of 20 minutes. I don't know where the time went. maybe I was rambling too much. Again, like I said, if I am, let me know. But the reason I wanted to do this video is because I wanted to share, again, how COVID affected us mentally and physically, and the steps that we're taking to, you know, mentally recover and physically recover from that. So it's our journey to recovery and what we're gonna do. So I think me as a wife, I want to be more conscious of my husband and knowing that, you know, he is recovered but not 100%. So I need to be conscious about that and give him the time and the space and encourage him to, you know, go upstairs in the room and just rest, just sleep and rest whenever his body feels tired, because I want him to be 100%. We are excited to do a family trip where I'm gonna call it, honestly, celebrating life. I am gonna do my best to record the video while we're in this little trip we're gonna do, and obviously while keeping safe as well. We're very conscious about that. So we're not going to be out and about hanging out with people. Where we're going to go and stay is just going to be our immediate family. But, you know, it's a trip that we're looking forward to, because again, that's going to be part of our road to recovery, getting back to normal, doing things, getting out of the, you know, our home and everything that happened here. We want to leave that behind and just what do you say, start fresh, you know, go for a new start. So we're planning this trip. I will hope to share it soon. I'm not sure that's going to be the next video after this, but I will share it at some point so you guys can see how that went. We're so excited. And again, like I said, to close this video off, I'm gonna be very on top of making sure that we are now working, that we're not stuck at the ugly part of how COVID affected us, but now that we're gonna be at the other side, where we came out of this, you know, good, if you want to say. I'm gonna continue to encourage my husband, you know, to do whatever he needs to do for his body and to physically recover faster. And then I will continue to work on mentally recovering myself and moving past this and being able to now be present with you guys, be present with my family, be present with myself. And I'm excited about that. I'm really excited for the journey. So thank you for sitting in this video. Thank you for joining and hearing me out. Again, like I said, I want to be able to connect with people that might be going through the same thing and, you know, want to just express their feelings and say something. I give you this video and this platform to do so. You know, this is not just only for me. This is for you guys too. So if you're like, wow, I kind of connected with what Sherry said, I want to go ahead and comment and let her know my feelings. I am gladly for you to do that, and I can read them and comment back. And let's grow together. Let's encourage each other. Let's be positive in, you know, whatever hard times that we're going through. Let's be able to find ways together to move past that and see the brighter side of the things. I feel like we learn from things. Everything that we go through, we learn from it. And I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot by doing these videos. I'm learning a lot about, you know, how I want to move forward with my life for the remainder of the time, you know, that I have on this earth. And I just so excited to hit that journey in my life and share with you guys. And if I can help somebody too who is watching this, by all means, I would love to do that. So again, thank you. I keep saying thank you a lot and then I don't shut it off. But anyways, have a good day, guys. Not sure when this video is gonna come out. I know that when I record it might be almost a week later before I post it. But anyways, message is that we're here today. We're moving past our hurdles and hard times, and we want to be able to fully create something that will help us recover. And that's what I'm doing right now. So have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video, and let's see what that topic leads us to. Okay, bye bye.